things that sometimes we don't find ourselves giving an opportunity to speak about, or even give the time of day when we need to actually analyze certain things. We look around. Okay, let's start with the beginning. The question here is, what would it take for you to consider a career in the adult entertainment industry? Is it money? Is it your situation? What would hinder you? What would stop you from joining that lucrative industry? What are your reasons? I think that's what we're trying to establish, and what is more important to you. And I think your comments in this regard will come in very handy, because this is how we get to know the thinking of everybody else around us. This is how we know what the moral compass says about where we stand. This is how we get to know, basically, how we are going to be moving together as a society. And I think one of the important things to remember when we do that is to be honest. We put it out there. We put it out there and we give our reasons. I think it's the reasons that are more important, because I think they help guide and shape the thinking of what it is that we are asking on a daily basis. Real talk on the moment of truth. Ikamalamgo Trusenz, by the way. If this is your first time with us, thank you for joining. We hope to see you again, because this is a very enjoyable platform when you are here doing this with us. When I say this, I mean motivation, entertainment, spirituality, and current affairs. And I mean, how do we do it? Well, you say it. It's according to you. 24 after 10. Let's get it going. Just some facts. The average adult entertainment salary in the US, so we are talking about $21,450 per year. We'll do a quick conversion. This is interesting. I think let's talk figures first, because if money is your only driving force behind joining any particular industry whatsoever, then let's answer that one quickly, get it out the way, and see if there's anything else that would alter your thinking. We said it's 21,450. What's the current exchange rate? About $20, 19. Somewhere there. But we want to be accurate. I'm looking for all of this as we speak, because it just dawned on me that the figures play a big role in people's understanding about what about their own understanding about their own understanding about the decisions that they will take moving forward. And this should be pretty interesting. Okay, so we are talking about $21,450. That's 380,000 rand a year, and we're talking average salary. So I mean, if this acting thing, well, because that's what it is in essence. It's acting. It's acting that goes above and beyond what the norm may be. But I mean, it's an industry. It also means that because it's an industry, there are people out there participating therein, right? Yes. More people than would care to admit. Even some of you who are, part of this broadcast, know very well that there are certain websites that you visit. There are certain stores. There are certain products that you buy, and all of this to enhance a certain part of your life, which is actually there in the Maslow hierarchy of needs. That part of intimacy that needs attention. But we have different ways of expressing that. But what would it take for you to become part of that industry? What would it take for you to consider a career in the adult entertainment industry? Is it money? Is it your personal situation? What would hinder you from joining that very lucrative industry? And what might some of your reasons be that drive that thinking? These are things that we would find very interesting to know from people. Now, we're looking at that was just the average. Let me give an example. There's a website, I think it's called OnlyFans. Yes. Where basically you get to follow people directly, and if you subscribe to their channel, then you get adult content. between them and you as a subscriber. But where I'm going with this is that the queen of this industry currently of that website is 19 years old and earns like a Hollywood star, apparently. Danielle Bregoli, aka Bad Barbie, is one of the highest paid users with a revenue of 49 million in 2021. 49 million US dollars in 2021. For 24 Rand or $24 a month, her fans can subscribe to the service, viewing all kinds of content, which we won't get into specifics with because that's not really what we're selling. We are talking about, the participation in an industry. The 19-year-old is also among 50 highest paid social web creators in the world, right? She rose to fame in 2016 after participating in a successful talk show, which gave her quite a following. Now, she later pursued a career as a rapper, but never imagined that she would achieve the financial satisfaction that this current website that she works with would give her. So, in essence, we are talking about somebody who's then carved a career with this industry that we're talking about. And why is it something that we still consider an international thing? Like it's not a South African industry to participate in? Is it something that we are shy to discuss? Is it something that is taboo? Something you are taught against or have taught yourself not to be for or pro? What kind of participation would or what kind of drive would push you towards participating into such an industry? Because people have their reasons. The financial aspects are out there, but there's moral aspects. But there are other people who express themselves in a different way. So, what would your thinking be around that? Anyway, we'll keep that going for a little bit, because I think it's also important not to be afraid to have these discussions. Nobody can lose out on having this discussion and trying to understand the thinking of other people. And maybe it'll help us not judge other people as harshly as we have been able to in the past because of things that we would say, I would never participate in such an industry. So if you do, then you are against the norm. I think that's the important factor to consider as well, is that everybody has their preferences, everybody has their understanding, and everybody has, their logic that they apply when they make career choices. And I think today in 2022, it can safely be called a career choice. If the average salary in the US for that particular industry is closer to 400,000 Rand a year when it's converted, I would think that that is a solid career choice. However, it's a solid career earning. Whether it's a solid career choice or not is not mine to decide for you. The question remains, what would it take for you to consider a career in the adult entertainment industry? Is it the money? Is it your situation personally? Or what would hinder you from joining that lucrative industry? We'll take your comments, and as they come in, we'll filter them out to come and discuss back with the people and those who we are all together with. The time check right now, 29 minutes, before 11 o'clock. And this is Moment of Truth. I mean, you could have been anywhere, but this is where you chose to be. Thank you.